Jennifer O'Connell and I'm the founder of ReMe Wellness. So the idea for ReMe Wellness came to me from a very personal journey and experience. I've experienced breast cancer myself. Thankfully I've survived and I'm thriving, as they say. So we now know, research has shown that estrogen is so important to absolutely every cell and every organ in a woman's body, and testosterone is the same for men. A lot of us who've gone through cancer treatment are forbidden actually from taking hormones because our cancer is particularly sensitive and feeds off hormones. ReMe Wellness is a hormone-free health company specialising in hormone-free nutraceuticals and smart tech solutions for people who cannot or choose not to take hormones, for men and women who are going through the menopause, andropause and post-cancer treatment. So I can't recommend New Frontiers highly enough. What I found hugely beneficial was that this is a tried and tested formula. The 6 months is packed full of workshops, mentorship, everything you need to get you going and get you to that place you need to be to look for funding or to get it to the next stage or to launch. And I just found it absolutely invaluable. The other thing that I find really invaluable about having taken part in phase 1 and phase 2 is just the camaraderie, the support that you get from all of the other entrepreneurs who are going through the same journey as you. I found not only have I made friends, but I've gotten invaluable contacts, leads and support from everybody on this programme. Of course, one of the other really key things is that you do get a stipend for the 6 months, which means you're free to not worry about money concerns. You're supported financially in those 6 months, and I would suggest that anybody who has a business idea in Ireland should really go for it. The supports are there. So my plan now is really to go even deeper into my customer discovery and into my validation, and the next stage for me then is to look for supports in terms of funding, whether that's from Leo or EI or grants somewhere else. And the wonderful thing about being on the programme and in the EI family is you're given an awful lot of support and guidance, and you're steered in the direction of the type of funding that's going to suit you and your business.
HyperConnect, it's an online platform that provides a digital solution for event management. It's a CRM, CMS and then a smart ticket all in one. So right now event managers use a whole different suite of tools that creates a layer of complexity in what they do, and it's costly and it leaves a lot of value left on the table. We're going to provide a completely modular, holistic system that's designed for event managers, so they'll be able to do all their booking of venues and acts, the logistics around that, and then their service providers such as ticketing. We'll also provide a dynamic pass, which is context aware, so it'll be aware of when the user arrives at the venue, what time the show is on at, and then it'll offer opportunities for branding, sponsorship, and then on the reverse of the pass, it will have information that is pertinent to the show, such as agenda, upsells such as promotions for your speakers, your panelists, and then it will be able to do real-time surveys which will allow the event manager to capture satisfaction ratings from the audience. New Frontiers has been brilliant. You kind of come in with an idea that you think is groundbreaking and then you realise it's terrible, and then just through the mentorship and the process of New Frontiers phase 2, you learn how to turn it into a real business, and then you take that terrible idea that you had at the start and it becomes something viable, something market friendly, something you can bring out. The access to speakers and knowledge and people who've been entrepreneurs and raised companies and brought them to market and brought them out into the real world has been incredible. It's not something that you kind of appreciate from looking in, but once you're there and experience it, it's really good. And then also you're surrounded by a bunch of people who are going through the same journey. You don't feel alone, which is great. So for the rest of 2025, we have 2 pilot clients, one national, one international. We're going to work with them to deliver an experience that's informed by our customers, and then ideally we'll turn this into a SaaS service by the end of 2026.
My name's Tom Whelan and I'm the founder and owner of a company called Lagrita. Our idea is to have an autonomous drone system that will locate and neutralise landmines in the likes of Ukraine or Southern Africa. We mostly will be looking at farmers' lands, large infrastructure areas, local towns and schools. So New Frontiers has been a great experience for me. It's exactly what I needed. Coming from a military background, we got a great structure in place for getting your business plan up to date, getting your investor pitch ready. We were also given access to many mentors and many of the gateway groups. We can bounce ideas off the gateway groups such as Walton or SEAM, where they can give you great feedback to say if this idea is viable, and if not, we can pivot a little bit and we can change our focus on different areas. In 2025, we're hoping to do our fundraising rounds for 700k, and in that 700k, we were hoping to get an MVP and get our pilot launched in Ukraine. We're talking to the Ukrainian demining companies, and we're hoping to get our pilot out there as soon as possible.
Hi, I'm Deirdre. So I'm here to talk about FLIT, Financial Literacy. It's a SaaS platform which allows ordinary people to see what government benefits, entitlements, tax refunds may be available to them. They can use it at home or at a place and time that's convenient. So it's designed for time-pressed people. It's designed to be used on whatever device suits you, whether it's a phone or a laptop or whatever works for you. Our initial market is the female market and transitioning to corporate financial wellness. The market size is 8 billion with a growth rate of 5.8% per annum. My experience of New Frontiers has been that it's an excellent programme. It was a competitive programme to access, and the standard of teaching, of workshops, of supports has been absolutely excellent and really relevant and personalised to each individual who's doing the programme. Working with the group was excellent because we all helped each other out. We spotted market opportunities, we spotted research that could be used by other people in the team, and we helped each other along the way, and that made a big difference. I've done an MBA already, so I understand about innovating in an existing business, but what I didn't understand fully was about how to start up and how to scale up, particularly in Ireland. So this has been absolutely invaluable to me in progressing that. The weekly workshops were fabulous. We had real experts in their field, like Danny Sheehan on marketing, Brian O'Kane on financials, Donncha Hughes on the business plan. They tailored their advice to each of us, looked at our outputs and told us how to improve them. That made all the difference, particularly financials. As a financial person, I would normally know my way around, but I learned a lot from Brian O'Kane. This worked beautifully with the EI mentors who were assigned to us, who were able to tell us a lot about go-to-market, branding and so on. My plans after the programme are to continue and get deep into focused software development using an iterative development style. I have 40 trial users signed up, so I want to work closely with them, align the software to their needs, get product market fit as close as I can, keep selling, get out to the corporates, keep talking to investors, some of whom have already shown considerable supportive interest, and move towards ideally PSSF funding later in the year.
My name is Joseph Casey. The area I'm looking at is desalination in the Middle East, and my company name is Waterwall. My idea is to use naturally occurring UV light in the Gulf region to remove contaminants from seawater prior to the desalination process. A significant problem exists in that bacteria and viruses are getting through the pre-treatment phase of the desalination process and fouling the membranes used to take the salts from the water. My experience in New Frontiers is a very positive experience. It's given me the space, the time and the structure to develop my idea in a very short period of time. They put me in contact with SEAM, and I'm now developing my proof of concept in conjunction with SEAM. I am leveraging Enterprise Ireland's global network, and I'm in close contact with their enterprise office in Dubai. I'm taking a long-term approach to develop a prototype which can be demonstrated at the Water and Innovation Park in Dubai in a year's time.
Hiya, I'm Claire Mansfield, founder of Flowering Fertility Support, and our business was born out of our own personal lived experience. After 4 years of infertility, Shane, my husband, and I were lucky enough to conceive our twin girls with the help of an egg donor and IVF. We also conceived au naturel at the start of COVID, our little girl, so we're living the happy ever after. But we do know firsthand from lived experience how confusing, isolating and costly the path to parenthood can be. We're going to build a digital platform of support services for people to help them with the emotional toll, the medical advice, financial options and a sense of community that they need. And our goal is to reduce the isolation, increase clarity and save precious time and money on the path to parenthood. I needed to convert my idea and passion of a business into a structured, scalable model, and that's what New Frontiers has helped me do. So we have worked on our executive summary, built a really strong business plan and developed a robust marketing strategy, which is what we need moving forward over the coming months. So with the advice and the support of our mentors, we've really sharpened our strategy. We are prepared for investment now and we really understand our customers' journey. 2025 is our year of launch and impact. We've already rebranded to Flowering Fertility Support and our website is now live. We launched our Flowering Fertility Support pilot programme on the 1st of May and it is generating interest and receiving really good feedback. We have a strong marketing campaign planned for this summer and we'll be launching our digital platform later this year to provide the support that people need at the time they need it the most. And we're targeting 1,000 subscribers within the first year. Long term, our vision is to become a global leader in holistic fertility support.
Awaken Botanical was founded on the idea to help battle the over-reliance on synthetic solutions. We manufacture and supply fully natural herbal capsules in a dedicated facility in Kilkenny. So Phase 2 of New Frontiers has been an absolute game changer in terms of growth for the company. We started Phase 1 with an idea, we validated the idea and moved on to Phase 2. Phase 2 we've done 2 to 3 years worth of work in the last 5 months. Phase 2 provided excellent access to industry experts, mentorship and was invaluable to the growth of Awaken Botanical. Phase 2 helped us zone in on the exact target customer we were looking for. For the rest of 2025, we're fully focused on launching our first 11 products, continued development of our platform and developing our AI.
My name is Brian Cusick and I'm the founder of SupGenie AI. My background is in supplements, so I've been running my own supplement company now for the last 7 years, which means I have an in-depth knowledge of how the supplement industry works. One of the main things that you have to get good at in supplements is understanding medical studies and reading through medical studies. In the supplement industry, the people that are actually doing these jobs are supplement formulators and supplement copywriters. They are the beachhead target market. And in all the interviews that I've done with this target market, they are taking between 30 to 50 hours to do a literary review for a new supplement product. SupGenie AI is allowing supplement formulators to reduce the time from 30 to 50 hours that they're taking to do literary reviews to 1 to 2 hours. In New Frontiers now, one of the best things that you get is the mentorship and basically all the contacts that you're actually gaining throughout the weeks, because everybody that comes in to give a talk and to teach us something, every single one of them is available for a meeting afterwards or any sort of issues that you're having and you know that they can help you out, it's all available to you. And honestly, I think the best thing about New Frontiers is the connections I've made. I'm a business owner for the last 7 years and I've made more connections in the last 3 to 4 months than I have in 7 years of running my own business. At this moment in time, I'm currently actually building the MVP. At the amount of weeks actually left, it looks like that the MVP will be ready just as we're finishing Phase 2. And at that phase, what we're going to actually be doing is running a beta test, which is going to be around 1 month. But the big reveal is now in October at Supply Side West, which is the big trade show for supplements, and it's been held in Vegas. So this is where all the big supplement companies in the world will be hanging out for over the space of 3 days at the end of October.